How's it going, everyone? So today we've got an informed Zaha review. We're only on Footbin to begin with, just to see the in-game stats and what I personally recommend, sort of chem style wise. This card's very very good. I managed to get him red, luckily, as you'll see in just a sec in the actual gameplay footage and stuff. But personally, I'd put a finisher chem style on him. Boost his dribbling to the maximum. Also, boost the balance a little bit, and just the agility there, 99, that's just insane. But it also boosts his shooting, as you can see here. It ups his shot power to 94, his finishing to 95, and then volleys to 77, penalties to 74, positioning to 84. Now the attack position is pretty key, I find, this year, in terms of your attackers making runs themselves or being in the correct positions. I actually find it does matter a little bit more than previous years. But as you can tell, the rest of the card is very solid. He's very quick. He's got decent strength with 79, so he can hold off players, and he can do them accelerated fake shots and bully people off the ball. Stamina's decent. You probably won't have an issue with him if you're playing him out wide or up top. In the footage you'll see I did play him up top mainly, but also sometimes out on the left in the team, which you'll see in a sec. He's got decent passing stats as well though. 78 vision. It's not awful. The curve's a bit low, and the only real sort of issue I sort of have for this card is the traits. Now, he doesn't have the finesse shot trait, and finesses at the minute post patch seem to just, if you can connect with them properly, they just fizz in. But it isn't too much of an issue, because he will still manage to thundercunt them in, if I'm honest, just because of how high his shot power is. But yeah, no, finisher I'd personally use on him. If you really want to max it out to the most, like his pace and stuff, you could always chuck a hunter, but I almost feel like that's wasted. You might as well up the dribbling as much as possible, so you can abuse the agile dribbling and everything. And with a better dribbling boost combined with the 5-star skills, it'll be a lovely card to use. Obviously here as well, medium. Again, it's a little bit of an issue, but at the same time, his positioning with a boost by +5, it does sort of help that a little bit. But also you can use a player instruction. So say you wanted him you could keep him on stay forward, for example, or come back, etc, etc. So you can manipulate him so the work rates aren't as important. But yeah, no, like I said, it's a very good card, and we'll talk more about it when we get into the gameplay in just a sec. Right then, so here you see we actually did get him red. Very, very nice pull. We've also got the red Rashford, so that's 2 weeks of very nice pulls for myself. But yeah, no, just looking at the in-game stats again, very solid. 9 games, 9 goals. Now I'd say about 4 of them are sub appearances in champs, and maybe about 1 goal out of them. So in reality, it's more like a 5-game, 8-goal sort of thing in Div 1. But he's a very good player. I really enjoy his strength combined with pace, if I'm honest. He does seem to be able to bully defenders and win the ball back quite easily. As you see there, he does pretty nice to win it back. He gets the ball there, and he just ball rolls, trying to create an angle. That little nutmeg skill move is very effective with him, I find. You'll see me maybe score 1 or 2 goals of it. I'd highly recommend using it, as we get a penalty there. I'm not really sure what for. But yeah, no, as you can see in the top left, I've valued him about 7 out of 10 for coins. This is mainly just because I think it is a bit excessive for an informed Zaha. The price at the minute, I think 215k is a bit over the top. And same with 190k for Xbox. I personally wouldn't value. I'd say he's more of like a 150k sort of player. But he is a very, very good player. That's why I did value him at the 8.5 out of 10. Now the only things I would ideally want to upgrade is sometimes his finishing can be a bit inconsistent. So that's one thing I would look out for. And also sometimes his curve can have an impact on some of the finesse shots he does. That's the only thing I've really found the negatives. Apart from that, though, he's a very, very good card. Very quick, like I said, very strong, very, very good on the ball. So if you're looking for someone, you can use the RB, the RB and R1 agile dribbling with, I'd highly recommend it, as he actually goes close on his left foot there, which I was very surprised didn't actually go in. But the similar sort of players I'd compare him to is like a Marcus Rashford, a Douglas Costa, a Memphis Depay. The most comparable out of all of them, I personally would say would be a Depay, but with more pace, just because they've got the 5-star, 3-star sort of thing. But again, he actually scores a very nice finesse shot there, to be fair, to make it 2-0 in this game. But like I said, I'm really enjoying using this card. It's one card I'll definitely be using a lot off the bench as a super sub. He can be very clinical. Sometimes it is a little bit inconsistent, but he'll score the ones you expect him to, sort of thing. That I kind of thought maybe go in, but again, the 3-star weak foot just lets me down a little bit. I feel like if that was a 4-star weak foot, maybe Marcus Rashford or something, that goes in, but unfortunately it didn't. Douglas Costa's also sort of one, because I'd sort of compare the pace and the dribbling. They're sort of similar in my opinion to the Zaha, how he feels on the ball at least. And also the 5-star skills, obviously. All the similar players do also have the 5-star skills, which is something I'd look out for and try and use and to your advantage if you get this card, especially reverse elasticos, especially post patch as well, because before the patch you could do the double elastico very effectively, but after it doesn't seem to be it's nowhere near as effective. They patched it, you can't really do it at all. So try and get the reverse elasticos in. And just try new skills like the cricketer cancel. That's also very good with Zaha from the games I've been playing. I'm not sure there's any highlights of it, but it is one I'd definitely try and add to your arsenal of skill moves. And just use ball rolls, use the strength, and you see that 79 strength as well is very good with the 74 aggression, so he can win the ball high up as well for you. It was just a bit of a short video, this short review. Hopefully enjoyed it. Did leave a like. Hopefully this helps you if you were debating picking them up or not. Subscribe if you are new. Check all my socials out in the description, and I'll be back most likely tomorrow with another video.